Raspberry.
Ooh!
Yummy.
Боксер. Він сказав, що
Don't push the horses. It's like drinking a glass of jam.
Let's go get some pizza. Far away? I thought it was like...
Ribernia.
I love that place. Anyways, Matt, thanks for coming out, buddy.
Excellent.
Good
Thanks
to
for
see you.
inviting me.
Guys, I finally found someone in Ukraine who likes to eat as much as I do. This is Matt Thacker. Is that how I say it?
Yep. AKA Kitchen Cosmonaut, I suppose.
Yeah, where are you from originally?
I'm from North Carolina.
Oh, good ribs there.
That's 100% just vodka.
Yeah, for sure.
It tastes good, but I would say that this is a struggle food.
How long have you been out here for?
I have lived in Ukraine for this summer. It will be 13 years.
Oh
so
my
12 and a half, I guess.
My math's not very good. That's like 2013.
13.
Oh, wow. Lots of change since then.
Yeah. Pretty chaotic period, I suppose, to come to the country.
The first time I came was in, I think, 2016 or 2017. And I remember it was like a nice place, but it felt still very like post-Soviet. It was missing a lot of like things that we have now, like hipster coffee shops, kind of cool places.
Yeah.
What was it like back then in 2013?
So it was still kind of like that, and especially if you left any sort of like major urban area. So if you left Kiev or Odessa or Kharkiv or Lviv, you would see just like a dramatic drop off in sort of availability of goods and things like that. But in Kiev at that period, they were just starting to get sort of like international goods.
So and by international goods and like restaurants, I remember specifically every restaurant, no matter what type of restaurant it was, served pizza, sushi, and shisha, like hookah.
Yeah. So for whatever reason, and burgers. So like pizza and sushi were like the hip foreign thing to eat. So it was like the peak of cuisine to be seen eating at these places. But that's just sort of because of the fact that like restaurant culture didn't really exist here. Because in any post-Soviet country, no one really ate at restaurants.
It makes sense. I think it was more of like a really special occasion, like if it was like a wedding banquet or like maybe some like, if you were like some foreign official visiting, maybe they had a restaurant in the hotel.
Yeah, they would have restaurants for tourists. If a university group came through or something like that, they would sort of like give them something to look at, but it wasn't part of normal life. It was more like
North Korea.
Yeah, exactly. So you would get this like sort of facsimile of what a restaurant was, and it would serve apparently decent.
Oh, excuse me, bro. Can I ask you something? It's very popular to eat these hot dogs in Kiev. What is the name of it?
This?
Yeah.
Hot dog.
Just hot dog. But it's always wrapped in bread and kind of like...
Це хот-дог по-французьки, так?
Ні, не знаю, це просто хот-дог.
Як у вог. Так. Це булочки і там всередині. Так.
Can you show it to this camera? Just to show the hot dog. I always get these at WOG, at the gas station. At the gas station. But it's like popular for you to eat it as a snack?
Ви якщо можете перекласти.
Він хотів знати, якщо це, ви часто поїсти, це, як закуски або більше, як страви?
Ні, це закуска скоріше, просто на ходу, щоб було.
So just like a snack on the go.
What about shawarma?
Шаурма популярніше.
Це більше коли піш.
Which one do you think is more popular? Hot dog or shawarma? Shawarma.
But then they have like Kievski перепічки, which I think is like a symbol of Kiev, and it's more unique.
Yeah, you have a great video on that if you want to check it out. Дуже дякую. Thank you very much for the history.
Як вас звати?
Захар.
Захар.
Дуже приємно.
Дуже приємно, Johnny. Дякую.
Oh, hi Johnny.
Oh, hello. Oh,
Nice to meet
good to
you.
see you. We're making a video about Kyiv. You live in Podil.
I study here.
What is your favorite places to eat nearby?
To eat?
Будь ласка. That's your friend.
Yeah.
Hello.
I guess if you really want to eat Musafir, but there's really nice coffee. Really nice one. Yes,
I heard it's like one of the first ones in Kyiv.
I'm not sure about it, but it's so fucking nice.
Yeah?
This first point?
Yes. Fantastic coffee. Musafir is really, really nice.
Crimean tartar food.
Yeah.
Fantastic, yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's the only one.
Do you remember before Russia illegally annexed Crimea, was there Crimean food in Kyiv, or became popular out? Because they moved from.
There was
from Crimea.
Mustafir like for quite a while.
Yeah.
And
Even
now,
before 2014?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like you could get like chibureki and
Yeah.
stuff everywhere, and
A
that's
lot
like
of
a
Ukrainians
tatar.
had interest in Crimea food because it's really nice one, of course, but also it's part of culture that it's really interesting to study for us. So I guess
It's foreign
For a
yet
while.
domestic.
Yeah.
It's like Hawaiian food for an American, maybe.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay. Well, thank you. Nice to see you.
nice to see you.
Thank you. This is my hood, so. What is this?
Sekla.
What does that mean?
It means brick. So this is a really popular sort of dive bar.
Oh.
It's like a basement, but
You know what's
there's
funny?
one in Lviv too.
I've been to this patio during the summer when it's set up, but I always forget that in Ukraine, there's literally like basements for winter and then like patio for summer. And it could be the same restaurant, it's the same bar, but it's completely different.
So they typically just like clear the sidewalk when it's winter because
Yeah.
it's disgusting outside usually.
So you were saying about these hot dog things.
Yeah, so they call them like French hot dogs. So it's basically like a thin baguette that they hollow out.
Ah, that's what they call French hot
Yeah,
dogs.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a French bread.
Yeah, so it's like
Okay.
a baguette, and then they stuff a sausage inside of it. And they'll typically fill it with ketchup and mustard.
Yeah.
And then
they
suggestively jam the,
Yeah.
the sausage into it.
I mean, honestly, they do work perfectly as a road snack when you're on a
Oh,
road
yeah,
trip.
yeah.
Because you can hold it with one hand. You have all the sauce. It doesn't get messy like a normal American hot dog.
Yep.
I think it's the perfect food. I think we should introduce it. So I think we're getting now into like the restaurant cafe part of Podil. Where do you hang out? Because you live on the left bank.
So I'm notoriously a hermit, I guess. So when people see me out, they're kind of shocked. I guess since COVID and then the war, it's just sort of a little bit more difficult to get out. But obviously, like Podil is really amazing. There's Veliki Vasodkiivska, which is like a really cool
I
street.
love that street where the Olympic sky is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a really cool street.
And by the way, there is one of these Menya Musashi's in
Musashi?
Olympiska, one of my favorite restaurants. To be honest, Asian food, so Ukraine has some amazing food, which I'm sure we'll talk about, but Asian food has been kind of lacking.
I guess the sort of advice I would give for Ukraine for Asian restaurants would be the same as anywhere. Look for a place that kind of looks like a shithole.
Yeah.
And those are typically the better ones.
Yes.
Because like with any international cuisine here, they typically, so I call them like Instagram restaurants,
Yeah.
where it's more about being seen there, or do I look cool taking a selfie there,
Yes.
rather than the cuisine. So there's like Jasmine, there's Pekin, like these are really cool Asian restaurants that are like owned and operated by Chinese.
Okay.
And so foreign students came there.
Are the
before war.
operators still there? Because I have been to both of those, and I remember them being pretty decent and kind of shitty looking. There was also another really good one, right actually near up the hill from Hershodik, called I think it was Beijing dumplings. It was like maybe it was like Beijing Vereniki or something. Something like that.
It's like Kitaisky pelmeni. Yeah. So like
And it was quite
pelmeni
good.
is like the Slavic dumpling, so it's
Yeah.
like Chinese dumpling.
And that was great, but then they closed because of the war.
Yeah. This is also sort of like an example of gentrification, sort of in the Podil area, because this is generally considered like one of the nicer parts of Kiev, and this was a shithole bar, like 5 or 6 years ago.
Okay.
Like a really, really rundown dump, and then they just totally redid it, and now it's got a totally different vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, the beer's still good, but before it was like this sort of cheap '90s dad beer, and you could buy like dried fish and have those sort of post-Soviet beer snacks and stuff like that, but now it's modernized, and that's
Well,
happened
let's take a look
everywhere.
at the menu. Let's see how much it's actually modernized. Because now it says like Frappic.
Well, this is like next to it.
Oh,
So
this
this
is
is
it.
like a sweets place, and then this
Okay.
is the bar. I don't know if they're.
I don't think they're open yet.
This was like a covered patio.
Okay, and now it's open air. And people do hang out here and drink.
Oh,
I've
for
actually
sure.
never been here.
Like this was a dump, a real dump. And like the entrance to the metro there was really sort of crimey, but now it's sort of been zhuzhed up.
Yeah. I know gentrification is kind of a hard topic because in places like in San Francisco or I don't know about in the Carolinas, but you know, in the kind of the big cities, it kind of pushes out the artists and the young people and people that kind of work around there. But I feel like in Ukraine, most people when they start having money, it's not that they want to continue living in the trendy places. It's like they want like a new apartment in a kind of a big suburban high rise.
Well, that's because like all the inherited infrastructure is Soviet, so that means it's like inherently shitty.
Yeah.
So you get like a 30 square meter apartment that your grandma gave you,
Yeah.
or if you're, you know, some new guy in IT, you could buy something in a new building.
Yeah.
So a new building just means that it's sort of out of center because it's not, you know, Soviet, because they sort of occupied all the prime real estate.
So I live in one of these old 30-meter.
I kind of dig it. It's got a vibe.
Yeah, and the thing is, for me as a Westerner, I'd rather be right like in walking distance of all this stuff. But I think most Ukrainians are like, you know what? I can just commute into here, enjoy the cool bars and the restaurants, maybe work around here. But then when I want to go home, I want to go home to a new building, new construction, nice amenities.
Yeah, a lot of the Soviet buildings can sort of hide a lot of problematic issues, you know, plumbing, electric, that sort of thing, your neighbors, so you never know what you're going to get. With
Be chill. And actually, right around the corner, have you been to this this Italian place right here? Is it this one or the next street? It's like they hand make noodles,
Oh,
the pasta. Yeah, it's like you walk in and they're making the pasta by hand every day, fresh pasta.
oh, fresh pasta's
It's crazy.
incredible.
And speaking of kind of gentrification, the Georgian restaurants in Ukraine, I would say, are better, or at least nicer than the ones in Georgia.
Yeah, I actually lived in Georgia too, and like, so this is Mama Manana. This is one of the, I would say one of the first in the revitalization of Georgian cuisine in Ukraine, and now it's like an almost epidemic of Georgian restaurants everywhere. As the guy mentioned, like the Tatar food is considered sort of exotic, but
Yeah.
yet familiar.
Yeah.
So any cuisine from the post-Soviet period sort of has that mystique,
Yeah.
and this is why it's considered exotic.
People joke that Georgian food is like the Mexican food of the USSR.
Yeah, exactly.
And I guess so because they have some unique spices. It's not actually spicy, but it just has more spices or flavors.
Yeah, it's more like spicy in the like not hot way.
Like
so
peppery,
they use
I
like
guess.
cumin and
Yeah.
fenugreek and stuff like that, which are very foreign flavors for a Slavic palate.
Why do you think there's no Georgian food in the U.S.? I'm sure there's one or two restaurants, but it's definitely not popular.
Yeah, it's sort of centered around the diaspora. I think it's just sort of lack of knowledge. Like most people probably couldn't find Georgia or like Sakartvelo on a map.
Yeah,
so then like opening a restaurant and saying it's Georgian cuisine, they'd be like, I don't like barbecue or soul food. You know, they would
Yeah,
think that
yeah.
it's Georgia the state.
The ATL.
Atlanta.
But do you think this would do well in the U.S. if someone opened it?
absolutely.
It's so tasty.
Absolutely.
I think everyone who's ever come to Ukraine and had a Georgian food, they're like, I think I found my new favorite cuisine.
It's really like khinkali for life.
Yes.
Khachapuri, I have my limits because it's just like cheesy bread,
Yes.
and I think I've had maybe my lifetime allotment of it. But khinkali, if you have like a mild hangover, is like just
Oh, so
fantastic.
good. Actually, when I was in Tbilisi once, I was at a shitty dive bar. You would have loved it. And it was kind of getting midnight, and I was hungry as Uzbekish, and I was like, "Oh, I'm really hungry. Do you guys sell any snacks or food?" They said no, but you can order some food delivery here. And I said, "Oh yeah, no problem. Like, can you get me some khinkali?" And they're like, "How much do you want?" And I pulled out like $10 or $15 or something. And I said,
Oh,
like,
that's too much.
oh my god, this like catering box showed up 30 minutes later, and I looked at it and I was like, that was $15. And I rang the bell at the bar and I said, khinkali for everyone, and they loved it.
Yeah, like khinkali, I think in Georgia now it's a bit more expensive because like the cost of living has gone up a bit.
Because all the Russians showed up.
Yeah, but it was about 20 to 30 cents per khinkali.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was, now here it's like $1 to $2.
Yeah, but I do think that one of the reasons why most Georgian restaurants in Ukraine, or at least in Kyiv, or in the big cities, taste better than most Georgian restaurants I've been to in Georgia is it's just cheap, kind of local fast food. If you want good food, you would eat at home, or you go somewhere like really special. But in Ukraine, all Georgian restaurants are really nice. Like, there's very few kind of crappy ones. They're all kind of like Indian restaurants in the U.S. They're like, nice designs and everything.
Yeah, it's sort of like the perception of the quality too. Like people see Georgian as like a foreign fancy night out, not as like something to do on a Wednesday lunch break.
Which is what we do.
Yeah.
It's foreigners.
So it's kind of like how you would find like a shitty burger in America or like a lazy pizza in Italy, because they think like, I don't have to put much effort into it because it's just like food. It's not an experience. But in Ukraine, it's considered something exotic.
Definitely experience. I'm gonna run in and grab some B-roll and show you guys. Guys, let me just show you inside real quick how beautiful this is. Hello. Can I just show how beautiful this restaurant is? I just want to take one photo. Thank you.
Oh, it smells nice. It smells like cinnamon.
Yeah, it's always beautiful in here. Have you been here before, actually, to this location?
Yeah.
One of my favorite places to eat.
Yeah, they've definitely like classed it up a bit, because there used to be like, they lean more into like the Georgian aesthetic, so like the fuzzy hat and like goofy music, and now it feels more chic.
Yeah, I really
you'll
love
see
it.
like the paintings of the multicolored buildings from Tbilisi.
Absolutely. All right, let's go outside. Дякую. So, the other thing that's really famous are all these shawarma places. Most of them are these kind of stands. You know what? Let's go show that, and we can come back here near the bus stop. But a lot of those are actually knocked down. Have you seen that?
Yeah. So those are called lyarochki. So like a kiosk.
Yeah.
So basically, in the chaos of the post-Soviet collapse, like they invented like a new rapid capitalism. And what they would do is they would just build on the side of the road these little, it's like a fancy tool shed.
Okay.
And from there they would like sell anything that they could, or they'd make food and distribute that as well. But there are, like, especially in Podil, because it's considered like the fancier part of town, like they've torn down all of these.
Yeah.
But they used to line almost every street.
When did Podil become like the fancy part of town? Because it was kind of a rundown hipster place for a long time.
It still is. Like by Western standards, it's still like run down. Like this is like Prague was maybe 25 years ago. But by Ukrainian standards, this is kind of fancy. Like the streets all ripped up. Like if you look at the building facades and things, like they're kind of dirt. Like look at that Soviet monstrosity over there.
But this is also where a lot of the pre-revolutionary Tsar buildings are still.
Yeah,
So they're trying to keep that historical architecture.
here and at the top of like Andreevsky Zvisk, there's a lot of like the Tsarist era buildings, and those are really nice looking. But yeah, like
Right
that's
next to
just like
this.
Soviet as fuck.
Oh,
You
it's
can't
so
get
bad.
more Soviet than that.
I have an idea that they should turn that into like a food hall, like kind of like the Arsenal one.
I think that's what they're doing actually.
I hope so.
Like I
because-
legitimately think I saw some advertisement saying that that's what they were doing.
I hope they do.
Because it was like a rynok, so like a market where people would come and
Yeah,
like
but nobody's
sell things.
buying there anymore. People just go to the supermarket.
And they have like a sister building of this at, it used to be Druzhby Narodov, but I forgot what they changed the name to. But there's another building that looks just like that.
House of Furniture.
Yeah.
I used to live right next to that.
House of Furniture.
But that one's dying too. No one's shopping there.
Yeah, like with the internet and sort of like a decentralization, and also like people have this aversion to things that have like a Soviet air to them.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like avoiding. But yeah, that's a lyarochka. Like
Yeah.
lyarochka.
Let's show that, because there's a very good chance that you're not really going to see these anymore, because most of them actually been torn down, even around my neighborhood. I think they're keeping a few here and there that are really needed.
These are similar as well. You can see that it's not built to be like a permanent building. It's got like this corrugated tin roof and everything
yeah.
looks like shit. But that's where everyone sort of like tried to make their money.
Yeah, it makes sense, because you have this beautiful pre-revolutionary Tsar building, and this kind of like hut here. And then this one, I think it's kind of like semi-legal because they haven't knocked it down.
It also depends on like how productive and popular it is. Like
Yeah.
if there's a location that's sort of beloved, they'll keep it.
Well, I
but a lot
thought-
of them just sell like cell phone cases and junk.
You know what? Let's get a small one just to show everyone, and then we can
Okay.
get something else.
You want mini,
I guess
regular,
we'll get a mini.
medium, or
Добрий день. Можна, будь ласка, маленький shawarma? Дякую. He's like, the two biggest guys I've ever seen showed up. I got one small to share.
We're gonna Lady in the Tramp style share a single shawarma. Typically, like, to get like a sausage and like a dough roll, like, I mean, you can do that at home quite easily, but like shawarma, you know, it's kind of hard to roast your own spit at home.
But it makes me wonder why they even have it on the menu. No one orders it.
Kids, maybe.
Yeah. So, have you been to Turkey? Have you been to Turkey before?
Yeah.
It's funny that they don't use any of this stuff in Turkey. It's just meat and...
Like I had donor and all this stuff in Turkey many times before I even came to Ukraine. So when I saw someone putting cabbage into it, I was just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but I think when Ukrainians go to Turkey and they have it without cabbage and cucumbers, sauce.
They put a shitload of sauce on it. It's pretty
but then they're
wild.
like, well, what is this? Why is it just meat and bread?
But like a good donor with like ayran, like even here it's becoming like super popular, especially as sort of like a drunk food. But like shawarma has popped up kind of all over the city now.
I think these have been around for a long time, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't say like an incredibly long period of time, but I would say at least 15 years.
Vibasha, do you remember when shawarma became popular in Kyiv?
Ви англійський знаєте?
Я не.
Так, цікавим, ви знаєте, коли ви перший раз їли шаурма і перший раз це було популярне в Україні?
Так, це давно вже, мабуть, років 20.
Ну, 20?
Ну, десь так.
20 years, oh, maybe a long time. I think this was the first fast food, probably even before burgers and pizzas and all that, right?
Well, I would say that, well, yeah, fast food. They also had like kuri grill, where they would like cook rotisserie chickens and then people would take them to go.
Yeah, I saw your video on that in Lviv. It looked amazing.
Yeah, I would say that that's probably the first fast food. And they opened in places like this, like the little yaryochki.
I wish they still existed. I would.
They have some.
On the left bank.
They're still around. You just have to Google like kuri grill, like you have to write it in Ukrainian. And they're usually just in like little kiosks.
Okay.
Я знаю, не можешь. Ну,
We're the first ones ever to ask for them kind of half.
так, я знаю. Ми просто хочемо, ну просто
The guy's
роздавити.
confused as hell. This is how it's cooked.
Рахмат.
Decker, you know what? You go first. I'll take the second half.
Yeah, so the guys from Turkmenistan, a lot of these sort of kiosks and also like dry spice vendors and things like that, they're from Central Asia, usually Uzbek, but he's from Turkmenistan. So when I asked him in Ukrainian, like, where are you from? He said, I'm sorry, I don't understand Ukrainian.
Yeah.
So then I had to ask him in Russian. So that's the only occasion which I think it's okay to speak Russian is when you're speaking to sort of like...
Yeah, because they know that like he's a foreigner. He's like a low-cost worker, you know. It's kind of like when Mexicans speak Spanish and like they're like lowering, you know, they're working at a kiosk,
Yeah.
you know, or mowing the lawn or something.
So yeah, all the shawarmas here come like with this money shot of sauce at the end, which is a little bit ridiculous. And then you can take it like as is or to go, and they'll just wrap it in foil.
This is gonna be the thumbnail. Hold on. So, sure, you've had many shawarmas, but tell the audience how this one is.
Yeah, so just at glance, like it's quality pita instead of like a typical lavash, so it already looks better and it smells good.
And it's always customary to drop a bit on the ground.
For my homies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Chicken. You can tell that it's like we're sort of at the beginning of the day because it's not dried out yet.
So technically it's supposed to taste better now, but I only enjoy it at night when I'm drunk. Like right before the last metro closes or when I'm getting home. Every time I've ever had it during the day, I've always been disappointed, to be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, when you have McDonald's and you have a hangover, it tastes better somehow.
Yeah,
like,
it can be, yeah.
Connected to sort of like your emotional state more than like the quality of the food. Because by the end of the day, it could be dried out. But depends on the place, too.
If you're drunk and hungry, it's like...
But when you're drunk, you're just like, oh my God, it's amazing, incredible. Yeah, it really does hit the spot, too, because it's got like a little bit of veggie so you don't feel terribly guilty, but, you know, that roasted meat and then some carbs.
Yeah. I just wanted to get a shot of it. I've eaten it so many times.
Here specifically?
I think this is kind of maybe they all look the same, but I've had like something that looks just like that.
They're all like similar, you know.
Yeah.
But overall, not bad.
All right. It was so funny when we asked the guy to cut it in half. And the guy just looked, he's like, it's so small. There's two big dudes, biggest guys I've seen all day. Like,
Yeah. I'm on a diet.
So these old buildings, hopefully one day they'll get restored, but it's kind of like the charm of Podil, but also why it's kind of run down, right?
Well, there's like sort of a concerted effort to want to preserve these buildings, but the desire to preserve it doesn't preserve it. You know, you need the funds to make it happen. And so like you look just across the street at that new building and then sort of like creeping outward.
Yeah.
So like if the building stands, you know, you've got a roofless structure with a tree growing inside. So the money to save this building would probably be more than it would be to just start from nothing. And this is why people think that Podil's a rundown shithole still, because it's going through growing pains.
Yeah, it's kind of probably like Brooklyn back in the day. I'm sure Brooklyn now is really nice and expensive, but before they had the warehouses, you know, kind of the poor ghetto areas, but also the new kind of cool dive bars and everything.
Yeah, Williamsburg, Brooklyn today is not the same as it was.
Yeah, I remember staying in a hostel there like 15 years ago because it was like a quarter of the price of staying in Manhattan. But now it's probably the price.
Now it could be more even.
Yeah. By the way, look at one of these fancy places you just walked by. Italian from Beirut. And this is I almost kind of feel like underdressed to go inside, but it's a really beautiful place.
Yeah, and it's like the as in like Italian guy. So it's like Italian dude from Beirut.
Oh man.
So it's Italianette. So it's like a person from Italy. A man.
That makes sense. But yeah, these are some of like the really expensive kind of newer places around here.
Nice of your town.
Oh, thank you. Дякую. Matt just made a really good point about the architecture in Ukraine. Even though these buildings are kind of like old, shitty-looking Soviet brick buildings, they're really strong.
Yeah, so the central core, like the carcass, if you will, of the building is concrete. Some of it is concrete over steel, but they're in giant pillars. So like these are like brick buildings, but you'll see the bigger ones, and they're called panelka, so like panel buildings. And it's basically they would just ship these massive concrete prefab panels and then build them up. So that's why like they're really sort of like hard to burn down because it's all concrete. And then when these rocket strikes hit the building, you know, unless it goes directly into a window or it's a certain type of charged warhead, it typically does way less damage here than it could, just because of like the density of the building.
Yeah, because like whenever we see like a tornado in the U.S. Or a war in another country that we're not going to name, the cities they're completely leveled.
Yeah.
Just from a few bombs or a fire or a natural disaster. But here, like literally like Shaheeds are hitting, windows will break, there'll be some damage, but in general they survive and they rebuild.
Yeah, that's why like a lot of the footage you see, it just blows the windows and rips the facade off the whole building, but it doesn't damage the structural integrity usually, because just like how thick the bones of the buildings are.
Makes sense. Speaking of thick bones, not us, but on this tree. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, can we eat this?
No, I don't think so.
But it's beautiful, right? Like,
it is. It's very full.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in. Yeah. But like the degree of berries that there are in Ukraine is like insane.
This on the left is kind of the gentrification. Well, this is like super old, pre-USSR, and then on the right we have Soviet buildings, and then in front of us these are all the new builds. So it's kind of like the three stages of Podil.
Yeah, exactly. It is exactly it. From this, it's like what is it? That point where like three countries meet or whatever.
Yeah.
So it is like three economic development states as well.
Yeah.
But like I think that this has like solid enough like core that this would be worth saving, just because like it's got such unique architecture. It looks like it was some kind of factory as well.
Yeah.
So it's probably built like to withstand a lot of, you know, punishment.
Yeah.
So I think.
Well, this is why this is being protested right now, because they wanted to knock it down and build basically more of those, but people are trying to save it.
Like what they did in Poland is and also in Georgia too, they'll call it like manufactura or something. So they take an old factory and then they convert it into sort of like a third place location. So like bars, restaurants, coffee shops, that sort of stuff, like just tons of them in this former factory setting. Like there's one in Łódź, Poland, which is like one of the most depressing cities on earth. But they took this like grim factory and they turned it into like this really beautiful, cool urban setting.
And bar is cool.
Yeah.
I think we already mentioned all the cool coffee shops in I guess in Ukraine in general, but definitely in Podil. But actually, I remember when I first started coming, there was Aroma Kava, there was these ladas, and then that's it. Like,
when you came, do you remember like the pink snails? Because they would tow them behind a car and park them near a metro, so they wouldn't have to pay like taxes or like a residential charge.
Yeah, for like to build something like that.
Yeah.
And then they upgraded to kind of these, semi-legal booths, but I think some of them probably getting knocked down now too.
Well, they made them illegal to like cart around a business. Plus, like it was just such an eyesore to see like all these little towed businesses and vans that were like dilapidated selling foods.
Yeah, I think some people find it strange though that during war, Ukraine is already looking so forward to like making things standardized like for Europe. But I guess if you're not gonna start now,
yeah, I mean like it's kind of grim to sort of just fight and die without thinking about the future. You know, it's like I'm saving money, but you have no goal in mind for why you're doing it, because then it just feels like masochism otherwise.
Well, speaking of masochism, I'm going to take you to the crappiest restaurant in the area.
I love a good shithole.
Actually, I thought of it when you said that. Because at first I was like, oh yeah, you know what, today's my treat, let me take you somewhere nice. And I was like, you know what?
No.
I don't think he likes like these fancy hipster places that are just for Instagram. You want like good food.
And that's what I think like the core of sort of like any good cuisine when you travel is you want to find something that locals would want to eat as well.
Yeah.
Like because this sort of like evolution of food and pushing the boundaries, that's really neat. But if you don't know what a hamburger is supposed to taste like, how would you know like a foam hamburger and a like you need to taste it at its core. Like what would a grandma cook? So that's what I mean by a shithole. I don't mean that the food is bad. I just mean that it's made with love but without like pretense.
Oh, you want a place with good food? Oh, sorry.
Kwas? I've been there. Yeah.
Oh, you've been there?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't surprise you.
It's solid. It's
a great place. It's super local. Locals actually eat here. Probably mostly babushkas now. On their pension when they get their pension.
This is what that other place I was describing was before. Like this looked exactly the same. Like except it had an outdoor seating and it was way bigger.
Okay.
And this is a little bit cleaner, but this is like the same like vibe.
Same style. Well, at least it still survives.
Yeah, like so like homemade lunch, tasty like at home.
It really does, because it's a family made. It's family. What do you call it? Family made, family cooked, family owned, family ran. So here is their business lunch set menu. I recommend the things on the right side. This is significantly better than the cheaper ones.
Огірок.
Перчик страшно міряв м'ясо, а якщо комплекс, то ріжуть саме.
Добре.
І нолп'ять квас, будь ласка.
Квас домашній або?
I think they're the best kvass I've had in. But did you come? I think yours comes with kvass already. Yeah, yours is compote. You can get a kvass too if you want.
Так, давайте ще квас, будь ласка.
І пиво, і квас.
Так.
Я хочу пити.
Великий чоловік. І домашні сосичка есть. Колбаса, домашний колбаса есть. Один сет. Дякую. Let's go grab a table.
I love the little like fake seafood thing.
Oh man!
Because fish was such a like huge beer snack. That, So now they just got a little bit, but this would have been filled with like a ton of different like dry preserved smoked fish. Yeah.
Which I never like that stuff. Do you like it?
That's okay. Depends on how drunk I am. If I'm already lit, then it's great. Otherwise, it tastes like
dried fish. They didn't wash.
Making out with Poseidon or something.
Yeah. This is our kvass. Cheers. Thanks for coming out and giving me a little walk and talk with me.
Oh, no worries.
Look at that. Do I have that? It's just yours.
It says, зранку пиво, Robot Divo. So it says a morning beer makes miracles.
No, it makes babies. But didn't back in the day? I don't know how far back your food history goes. I was watching these like channels of how people used to cook like in medieval times, and the farmers or like the peasants, it was normal for them to have like some bread and like beer in the morning or something.
Yeah. Like the diet was super grain centric, and here it's like buckwheat and bulgur and also millet. So those are like the most common grains, and it was like super grain centric. Then it sort of transitioned a bit into bread. That's why like bread is like so culturally significant to Ukraine.
Yeah.
Like and Slavic cultures in general. Like the phrase like "chlieb and sol," it's like bread and salt.
salt, yeah.
Together
Oh,
it means
yeah.
hospitality. So
makes
like.
sense.
Just meeting someone with bread and salt was considered a very hospitable act. So it's just like sort of core of the food identity.
How many drinks do you guys want?
Yeah, thirsty guys.
Yeah, but I remember it used to be really popular. I haven't seen it in a while, but it was really normal for them to have like dark bread, salt, and sunflower oil.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
That's really old. That's like Soviet stuff. Дуже вам дякую.
Okay, oh, we have nice borscht.
Oh, the little pickle.
And pickles too, nice. Yeah, cool. Oh, I love this stuff. It's kind of like a bean soup or something.
Little mustard pickles, adorable.
Yeah.
And then in like Lviv, they have like honey pickles, and they're really interesting too.
Well, smashno ho. Actually, let me take a photo of this. Oh, we got so much food coming. Speaking of bread, do you think if we asked for sunflower oil and salt, though, you would?
They would think we're time-traveling homeless people.
All right. Do you know the name of the soup? This like pea stuff.
I didn't look.
I always forget the name, but every time I have it, I'm just like, oh, I love this stuff, and then I always forget about it. Not bad.
Дякую. Вибачте, як називається цей суп? Болгарський.
Bohatski.
Дякую.
Паприкою, жирком і сметаною заслажка робиться.
О, дякую.
Так, це сюди.
Каліт і гречка. Це
Це булгур по-турецьки, бо тут ще вірмішелька піджарена йде, крім булгура.
О, дякую.
І звичайно.
Wow. Guys, look at this amazing food. So what did she say about my dish?
It's like
Cream of
bulgur
bulgur?
grains with a Bulgarian pepper.
Oh, okay. But by Bulgarian pepper, she just means like
bell pepper,
pepper, right?
yeah.
We call it that, or capsicum, depending where people are watching from. And then this looks like some kind of like egg quiche almost with cheese. And then you got the staple of Ukraine.
Yeah, this is like a average worker's meal. Actually, I guess better because it's got meat. But this is buckwheat with a sort of a homemade cutlet or like meat patty.
Yeah, but you know what? Workers in Ukraine, like if this is what they're eating, it's amazing because this is like good, wholesome food.
It's very filling. It's very hearty. Even in like the summer, it still has that like sort of filling nature to it. So
Yeah.
it's a business lunch for the working man.
That's what we are. Yeah, I love this place. Like, and it's such a value too. Like 209 hryvnia is what, like $5 or something? Oh, we have more food too.
Дякую.
Okay. I think this is it now.
Yep.
Set. Talk. Their homemade sausages are pretty good. Like,
They look legit.
we'll share these. Yeah, so 209 is what, like, yeah, $4.55
Yeah.
with a drink, a salad, soup, the main.
A beer.
Well, the beer was extra, but the beer is cheap here.
No. Yeah, this place has like that sort of 90s dirty vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
In a
way
good way.
cleaner than it. Yeah. But it has like the same sort of spirit.
Yeah. Like, I think if you touch anything, it's very clean. It's not greasy at all, but it just looks old, so you kind of assume it would be.
Yeah. So,
But I like it. I honestly, like, I've been a little bit sad when Puzal Hada took over. As much as I like Puzal Hada, they're all the same. And it's all corporate.
yeah, and you don't have like. There's just something different about, you know, when like a granny cooks something for you than like some 20-year-old who's just following the directions on a frozen package or something.
Yeah, I mean, there are grannies, I think, at clues on how to still. But when this generation, you know, retires or dies off, I think that's it. Then you're gonna have the college kids making minimum wage cooking there.
The bored Kevins back there microwaving stuff. It's also like kind of sad that like could possibly lose like some of the food knowledge that comes with like hardship.
Yeah.
Like pickling things. Like America doesn't pickle enough stuff, and here they pickle everything.
So, guys, we're gonna turn this off and enjoy our meal. But I hope this is places like this stick around and the knowledge gets passed down. If you want to check out more food history, especially in the post-Soviet places in Ukraine, the channel's what? Cosmonaut?
The Kitchen Cosmonaut.
The Kitchen Cosmonaut.
The Kitchen Cosmonaut. Yeah.
Kitchen Cosmonaut. All right. See you guys.
I didn't know you were still rolling.
Oh, well, we had some good discussion. Always keep rolling because it's like the best stuff sometimes.
True. Like, just look how cute this bowl is. Like, you would never see this in like a ritzy place.
I literally have that in my Soviet apartment. It came with it. Guys, I technically ended this video hours ago, but me and Matt have been hanging out. So I was supposed to go to jiu-jitsu tonight, but I ended up playing chess and getting drunk with Matt, the Cosmonauts. This is where we ended up. Matt, thank you for being up today.
Good more, brother.
Good more. Thank you for the game as well.
How do you say don't push the horse? Як це ус? Він сказав щось на англійському, це було дивно. Ні, нажміть коні. Як це на українському це було?
Коні?
Horse. Боксер. Він сказав щось на англійському. Don't push the horses. Як
Не женіть коней.
Що?
Не женіть
Не женіть коні? Не женіть коні. Hold your horses. To dressers and beer.
Oh, yeah. Says this. Не половится.
Malina.
Malina. Malinchik.
Raspberry. Woo! Yummy. It's like drinking a glass of jam with booze.
Alright, let's go get some pizza. Yeah, do it. And we are eating something that I didn't include in this video. Matt, where are we? What do you spit in your mouth?
Station pizza. So, I have to say that it's really quite rare that you have like the Ukrainian pizza that has like a balanced dough without being too dry. A real quality sausage that I've never seen in any Ukrainian pizza. My only sort of gripe would be that there's a little bit too much of this hot sauce and it's a little bit sweet. But damn, this is awesome. This is
Fantastic,
dope.
yeah.
Station pizza.
Shout out to the pizza kings of Ukraine.
Confit garlic on my pizza.
Oh, I know.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Loving it.
And not McDonald's I'm loving it, but like actual I'm loving it.
Station pizza also comes with free breast implants.
I don't think you need them.
No, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Наскільки років ви працювали?
Нам хотіли ще по мінімумі рік.
А перший рік? А, це тільки було, ну...
Guys, I'm not sponsored. Neither of us is sponsored by Station Pizza, so I'm gonna give you the honest review. Mortadella.
Pesto sauce, pistachios. Oh man, this looks like legit Italian.
This looks like actual mortadella and not Oscar Mayer bologna.
Yeah, this is not bologna.
This ain't doctor sausage anymore.
This ain't your doctor sausage. Like a nice white sauce, like the excellent leopard spots here. But this is well done, and I bet if you look underneath the same
It looks nice.
spots.
Very doughy though. Let's see how that
Gorgeous.
tastes. Soft, doughy, pillowy.
Maybe too soft.
Yeah, let's see how this tastes.
Caramelized onions underneath. Look at that. Oh,
They hid that from us. Oh, that's good. Tasty.
holy shit.
That's fucking tasty, guys.
That's gorgeous. Oh my god.
To be honest, No one's paying you to say this.
No, no one pays me for anything. But this is legit delicious. My only gripe would be that the crust is a little bit soft. I like
But
it a little
actually,
bit.
it's kind of like a pillowy heaven.
It is pillowy. It's nice, but like the mortadello is beautiful. The pesto is just great. Like the pistachios evenly distributed, and there's caramelized onions here underneath
Oh
it.
my god,
It's This is nice.
it's nice.
I would say that this is a treat, even.
Yeah, I would say that as well. Not every night pizza, but very, very good pizza.